Guys, welcome back to my 21 subscribers. Boo, 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 boo. Because if that doesn't deserve a celebration, I don't know what does. Okay, and if you are new here, welcome. I hope you are going to like it and that you're going to be part of my subscribers. Right, for those that don't know me, my name is Sandile Ngwarangobo, originally from KZN, right? I'm South African, currently based in Taiwan. I recently moved to Taiwan, right? So today's video is about what costs should you expect, or how much should you budget for wanting to move. And I have my notes here, so I'm gonna keep like doing this, and I hope you don't mind. And I might here and there like sip on my juice, right? I hope you don't mind that either. Yeah, it's juice. Very nice juice, this one. Anyway, so question that people ask in my inbox is, how much did you have to save up for that, or how much did you have to pay for the process? So I'll break it down for you, starting from the very first documents that you need until you actually get here and finish your first month in Taiwan. Okay, first thing that you need is a passport. Passport is going to be 600 rands. The second thing that you need is a police clearance. The police clearance is 160 rands. Third thing that you need is our pictures, right? Pictures of for your visa and for your health checks, or your medical checks rather. You need about 6 of those. You actually need 4, but to be on the safer side, I'd just say just go for the 6 thingy. That costs 100 rands. Well, I did mine with my office, 100 rands. I got 6, I think. Yeah. Visa, the visa fee is 1,060 rands. Medicals, if you are going to do your medicals in South Africa, you are going to pay approximately 1,500 rands in South Africa. This includes the x-ray, because you need a chest x-ray, you need vaccinations, and just a check up and stuff like that. There's a form that comes with your contract, your agency contract, 1,500 rands. But I did mine here in Taiwan. You have that option also, and I paid 580 rands. So you will make the decision. In South Africa, it's 1,500. In Taiwan, it's equivalent. It's 1,000 NTs, which is equivalent to 580 rands. And then you have to have the plane ticket, which mine was 10,000 plus. So I just put it at 11,000 rands, just to be on the safe side. So for the plane ticket, it's 11,000 rands. And then they range between 10,000 and 15,000 rands. Depends on when you book your flight and which flight you go for, which agency you go for. So I did mine with cheapflights.com, because they just give you all the traveling agencies there, and then you choose whichever works for you. You know, they literally give you the cheapest flights, and from the cheapest to the to the most expensive. So I used that website. It worked for me, right? I was booking in December. I got my flight ticket for 10,000 and let's just say 10,200. So that was very reasonable, right? And then you need to have funds for when you are now here in Taiwan. The agency is going to ask you to have roughly 26,000 rands. Okay, what does this 26,000 rands do, you ask? Right, this is what it has. There's rent money, because you need to pay deposit plus 2 months. So you pay the rent 3 times, if I may put it like that. And for apartments here, you may find an apartment for 7,000 NTs. Mine is 6,000 NTs, but I decided to go for 7,000 NTs because that's where most of the apartment starts. So for say the 7,000 NTs is equivalent to I mean, you pay that three times, right? So you pay the deposit in 2 months, so you pay that three times, so it's 21,000 NTs, which is equivalent to 12,200 rands, right? And then you also need groceries, of course. You need groceries, you need to buy your blankets, you need maybe your pillows, your bed sheets, the essential stuff, like the very, very essential things that you feel like you wouldn't be able to survive without for the first month, right? So for those, I would say, well, I did this according to the groceries, which is 2,800 rands a month for the first month, of you being here, right? But you might want to add things like your bed sheets and everything. I didn't add that to the total cost, but you will see where the money will come from, okay? And then you have transport, maybe from the airport to it's either you're going from the airport to your apartment, or you are going from your airport to the hotel. In my case, I had to book a hotel because my flight was arriving around 7 p.m. and I needed to do the COVID test. I needed to go do the medicals and stuff like that before I came to where I live now. So I had to book a hotel, or my agency booked a hotel for me for one night. So I needed that as well. So it's 580 for transport, like your taxis from wherever, because you need taxis from the airport, you need taxis going to do your medicals maybe, and those minor things. So I just put it at 580 rands. And then the hotel fee was 580 rands also, because it was just one night, which was 1,000 NTs. And then, yeah, so that's where the 26,000 rands goes. There's other things also maybe that you will need that I didn't need and stuff like that. Oh, the 26,000. So you see that I only spoke about those few. It doesn't cover the whole 26,000. So that's where your bedding and your mattress, your whatever mattress. What am I what am I saying? Your bed sheets, your whatever. That's where the rest of the money will go. It's not. So the 26,000 rands is not exactly what you need. Like they estimated at that much because they want you to have an allowance to buy as many things as you may need. Because if you have the 26,000, you can get pots, or you can still get your hot plate or stove, if I may put it that way, and your boiler, your kettle. Oh my word, some of the terms are terms that they use, and all those things, those essential stuff, you know. But in my case, I didn't buy a lot of those because, yeah. So that's where the rest of the money will go. So the 26,000 rands is okay for all of that. It will cover all of that. So the estimated total, right, is now 40,420 rands. And then there's other cases where in which you have to authenticate your medicals whilst you are in South Africa, and notarize and do all of those things. That usually applies with private schools and with people who do not have degrees. So yeah, but it's usually private schools that require that. If they do want that from you, this is the additional cost that you will have to cover, right? You need to pay for one. You need HPCSA authentication, which is 719 rands. You need a notary by attorney, which is 800 rands. And you need authentication by embassy, which is 360 rands, coming up to a total of 1,879 rands, but let's just round that off to 1,818. So this is for people who need to authenticate their health checks whilst they are in their country, in South Africa in this case. So you need to add that 1,880 to the 40,420, and that gives you a total of 42,300 rands. So that's how much you need to estimate, to save if you are saving up for moving to Taiwan. And in my case, I couldn't save up for that for that much, so I had to go ask for a loan and all those things. So if maybe you are planning ahead, you want to have, maybe you have a year before your actual departure, or before you start with your process. Of course, the exchange rate will change, so you'll need to check the exchange rate and at that particular moment for things that I calculated when I was here, like the rent and the groceries and the what's this transport and all of that, right? You need to take that into consideration. And then, guys, lastly but not least, it's transport that you need for traveling while you do all these things. That is very crucial, and you need to add that to your estimated amount that you need to save, right? So you can't say that, okay, I'm only going to save 40,420, but what about your money going to the maybe you don't want to do your police clearance at your local police station, you want to go to Pretoria so that it's quicker. So there's that transport money. You go, you do it, you go, you collect. That's times two. You go for the embassy for your visa application. You go and collect your visa. So the visa is times two also. So you need to do your calculations, but I didn't include that simply because people who are watching these videos are at different locations. So I can't make one calculation that will fit everybody. So you need to calculate the cost going to do your police clearance, the cost going to do your passport, if you need to do your passport, the cost going to do your to do and collect your visa, right? And these are things that we may take for granted, but it's very important that you include them, because I, for one, did not include this in my estimating whatever. I didn't include the transport money, and I actually ended up spending about 2,000 rands, and 2,000 rands is money. I ended up spending 2,000 rands because, okay, I was driving to Pretoria from Johannesburg, and then later on, when I was doing the visa application, I had to travel from KZN. I didn't drive there because it was going to be too much. I had to take buses from KZN to Johannesburg, and then because the person that was accommodating me was in Johannesburg, and then from Johannesburg I had to go to Pretoria, then back, so those costs, those little transportation and all of that, I would advise you to include them in your estimation depending on which location you are in, so that you actually have an exact amount of what is it that you need to save, and then start saving as soon as possible. Yeah, so that's my advice. And then that's basically about it. That's basically how much, or those are basically the things that you'll need to do cost wise when you are moving here. So I hope you guys found this video very informative and that you liked it. So please do hit that like button. If you liked it, don't forget to hit it, and then if you are new, please subscribe to my channel. If you are a returning Sabi, once again, thank you very much for watching those videos, taking out your time, and watching them and everything. And yeah, thank you very much, guys. I think that's about it. I wanted to keep this video very short, so I hope I did well. Thank you. Bye.